Alright, welcome to Solving Equations with Variables on Both Sides. And this is the Mini Solutions edition, meaning these problems are going to be a little bit different than ones we've done before. What we're going to find out is any number works. So, there's some steps for solving equations like this. First, we want to clear any parentheses. Second, we might have to combine some like terms. Third, we have to isolate the variable. Fourth, solve the equation. And fifth, if it comes out x equals x, or a number equals a number, that means any solution will work. Okay, let's look at our first problem. If you notice, this one has parentheses, so we're going to have to do a little distributive property. We'll do 3 times x equals 3x plus 3 plus 1 equals 3 minus the 5 equals 3x minus 2. And I'd like to put that line down to divide it. Now, let's do a little combining like terms. 3x, what's plus 3 and minus 5? Well, that's minus 2 equals 3x minus 2. That's weird. Both sides of the equation are the same. So now, I have to figure out, I want to isolate my variable. So I'm going to move my 2's. I'm going to add 2 to both sides, and then something strange happens. I get 3x equals 3x. Okay, well, I'm trying to get x by itself, so I guess I'll just divide by 3. Divide by 3, and I get x equals x. What does that mean? That means this equation has many solutions. And that's exactly the answer you're supposed to write, many solutions. What does that mean? It means I could put any number in for x and it would work. Let's just try 2. If I put a 2 in right up here at the top, where x is, I would get 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 would be 9, minus 5 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 2, if you go on the other side, would be 4. So whatever number you put in for x, it's going to come out the same thing on both sides. That's what many solutions means. Alright, let's look at another problem. This one looks like more of a mess, but it's really not. So the first thing we want to do is clear our parentheses. And the way we do that is do the distributive property. We're going to get 4x plus 4 minus 1. And we've got some terms that we can combine over here. So we're going to get 4x plus 3 equals, and on this side, what is plus 4 and minus 1? Well, that's plus 3. Hey, once again, these equations are the same on both sides. Wonder what that means. Well, let's go ahead and subtract 3 from both sides, and we'll get 4x equals 4x. Divide by 4 to get rid of those 4's, and x equals x. So that means any number will work for x. There are many solutions to this problem. You could even put in fractions and it would work. It really doesn't matter what you put in. You're going to get both sides are equal. Now, sometimes if you work this problem, you might end up with an answer like 5 equals 5. If you do that, it's still many solutions. Okay, so if you get something equals something, and they're both the same thing, that means any solution will work for this problem. So we just write down the answer, many solutions. Now make sure you work the problems on the next video that have no solution. In other words, no matter what number you try, it doesn't work.